Don Wilson here for Top MMA News, here with Stephane Bernadel. Now, right off the bat, Stephane, you've been all over when it comes to Ottawa Gatineau mixed martial arts, from TKO back in the day of Freedom Fight to W1 to Ringside, now to Rec MMA. Your last fight against Justin Smethurst, great win for you. Want to give us a little thoughts on those fights and how it went down for you?
Last fight I went down pretty good. Again, like Justin was a last-minute replacement. I was supposed to fight Eric Duman, that unfortunately had to pull out due to injuries. So didn't know much about Justin. He came in, he posed a lot of problems for me. He was 6 foot, maybe 6'1", so I know a lot of adversity. But hopefully, I train here with Mark Holst, 6 foot fighter also, a bit bigger than Justin, but you know, it gives me a help with the range. And as you guys saw, first round was a bit testy for me, trying to find my range. And once I could find my range, and I was just executing game plan and staying on my feet.
And speaking of Mark, I did hear that you did a lot of traveling with him when he went down and trained in the States for a little bit, up in Montreal. What did you take away from that?
Oh man, took a lot away from that. Pat here, manager, and also head instructor at Walmart, brings us down. There's a full of training camps, brings out to Henzo Gracie in New York. Obviously, Jiu-Jitsu is off the hook there. Logo was trained at Ricardo Almeida's gym in New Jersey when we were there. Cochon, Big Dog. So there with Frankie Edgar, and he has full of up-and-comer fighters. So every time we go out there, it's fun because it's just different atmosphere. You know, like you're here, you know everybody. You go down there, you're fighting with top dogs. So all of a sudden, you have to bring up your game. And every time we leave there, we leave with something. You know, either it's a good game plan or just good experience, and just boosts our confidence and makes us a better fighter all around.
So it's been a few months since we last saw you in the ring. What are we expecting to see come Rec MMA on August 20th? What are you bringing new to the ring this time?
I'm not so sure about bringing new, just bring more about what's familiar to me. You know, like executing my game plan, you know, just getting more comfortable. With every fight or every win or loss that maybe, you get a little more comfortable in the ring and you start to almost find your own. So now, you know, I want to show people I'm a bit more rounded, that I'm just a single striker, and I'm working on my takedown defense. You know, last time I finished with a little ground and pound. So you know, obviously, you know, depending on my opponent, you know, groundwork is not my forte, it's not where I want to be exactly. But I mean, I'm not going to necessarily shy away from it either. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully, you know, do a little bit of groundwork, but stay way out of trouble, and you know, just get more rounded and keep evolving as a fighter.
So coming up, your opponent, top guy out of the East Coast, John Judo Williams. What do you know about him, and what are you expecting from him?
Well, you know, I don't know much about him, not much footage on him, and that's pretty much the game that it is at this level. You know what I mean? We're all up-and-comers, we all have a few fights. I'm sure there's not much footage for him to judge on me either. All I know is a tall guy. If you go by his record, 4 wins, all by submission, 1 loss by TKO. I would assume he likes to go to the ground, submit people, and standing up is not as versatile. But that again could be deceiving. You know, I got 3 submission on my record. You know, I'm 3 submission, 2 knockout. People might think I'm a submission genius, but it's my striking that does everything.
Well, you guys from Awama obviously known to kick people in the face, kick people in the mouth, as you guys like to say. So Rec MMA, August 20th. Give us a prediction on the fight and how you think it's going to go down for you. What do you think you're going to win by?
All right, I don't want to sound cliche, but you know, all I'm predicting is a good fight. I'm going to come with my A game. John's going to come with his, and hopefully we'll put on a good fight, and the best man's going to win, and that'll be it.
Perfect. Well, once again, Don Wilson, Top MMA News, here with Stephane Bernadel. Good luck on your fight. August 20th, Rec MMA, John Judo Williams. Once again, good luck, and we'll see you there. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, John.